The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, fourth in the NFL in 2018, ninth last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the stop.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. And he's got this down to the 35. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
On the carry.
Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
The score, Bengals 7, Ravens nothing.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 at a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 76 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And this one's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Jalen Ferguson. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Now Callaway on the return. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Bengals 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
And a Bengal.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A handoff to Mixon. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
At the Ravens' 30-yard line.
Here's a give to Mixon, and he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Mixon again, the ball carrier.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Off the play fake, here's Burrow, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Ravens 14, Bengals 7.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play...
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 21, Bengals 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. This is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so you can get back to the...
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as the Ravens push further out in front. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Bengals 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
1st down. Here's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And now it's 2nd down. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable here for Callaway. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
23-yard line.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
The 26.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Complete.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. To throw again is Jackson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
34 yards.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First down. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And controlling the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Check safety.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Got a man open. It's Ross. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Burrow on play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Ferguson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Burrow looking to pass. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run here with Bernard. And he's going to run into a brick back wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
So we are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They'll try and run with Mixon, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Mixon unable to find the goal line on fourth down, and the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line.
On down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 7-yard line.
24 is the light.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Here's a give to Dobbins. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On second down, here's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now it's Burrow. And that's complete. It's Green here. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
But it brings up 4th down.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
RG3 going to bring the Ravens up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Carl Lawson on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming out.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 35. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Here's Burrow. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone, but there is a flag down. This one may be coming back. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, it's Griffin. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 30. And the return will stop right around the 25.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. From back at the 8 now after the false start, another try at first and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a man in his 2nd season in purple and black. It's Mark Ingram. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Brings up 3rd.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Griffin. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He was brought down.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Good call, baby.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Griffin. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
4th down
and whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense. with 1:53 left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Leading the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas, we got three. 57 to Mike, 57 to Mike. Know your job.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
And 13.
And with a 3rd and 13 here.